Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Fred Gossage here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, live at 5 with your latest forecast update. We are tracking thunderstorms, but we have no new warnings since the last update. That's why we felt comfortable enough to go ahead and roll the regular advertisement spot in front of our live at 5 here. But we do have some thunderstorms that we are watching. We'll go right here to the maps, and severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of southern Middle Tennessee that runs until 9 p.m. for northwest Alabama. For all of North Alabama, northeast Mississippi, that runs until 11 p.m. We do have a few warnings in effect, including severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northern and eastern areas of Lawrence County, Tennessee, as I try to talk over our battery back up here while it beeps. That's also up for southern Limestone County and northern and central areas of Morgan County. That runs until 5:30 this afternoon. In northwest Hardin County, severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:15, although I think National Weather Service is going to let that one go here soon because storms are showing signs of weakening. So we get here to live Viper radar, and let me hit the DMA view button and put on local radar, and let me check chat because, okay, so they have canceled the warning over Northwest Alabama here, approaching the Decatur metro area. So the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Lawrence, Morgan, and Limestone counties in North Alabama no longer in place. There is still the strong thunderstorm coming across the Hillsboro area toward Trinity and Decatur. There have been reports of pea-sized hail in Hillsboro the last few minutes, but the storms are not maintaining their severe intensity. So National Weather Service is going to let that warning go. There are other strong thunderstorms across the area back into the Priceville and Somerville areas of Morgan County, and then other strong thunderstorms on the north side of Moulton, Alabama, near Terrytown and just south of there. Additional strong thunderstorms we're watching in eastern portions of Lauderdale County, Alabama. Not severe warning, but we're watching for pea to dime size hail on the south side of Lexington and coming toward Anderson here over the next few minutes. We'll see if that tries to strengthen. Additional pockets of heavy rain and thunder with pea-sized hail possible up Chisholm Road, Alabama 17 into Tennessee 13, from Zip City up into the Fairview and Holly Creek areas, and then back over into Green Hill and Iron City. None of these storms are severe either, and that's the same for the storms from Collinwood up into the Clifton Junction area. Other strong thunderstorms out here on the south side of Savannah in Hardin County. These storms are not severe either, but they could be producing pea to dime size hail from the southeast side of Savannah back through Maddox and the Hardin County Airport back to Pyburn and Center Star and Big Ivy. Those are moving east-southeast. And then our original severe thunderstorms back here from earlier are weakening over McNairy and Chester counties, and they are likely going to let these warnings expire soon. And if that's the case, if nothing else develops across the area, we will be down to no more warnings. We'll have to see if thunderstorms intensify. We have other strong thunderstorms now developing in portions of Giles County, Murray County, and Marshall counties here in southern Middle Tennessee. Some of the heaviest activity from the east side of Summertown up towards Sandy Hook, and then back over to Bryant Station and Fountain Heights, over toward Pottsville and Willowwood Mills on the south side of Chapel Hill. And then other strong thunderstorms, not severe warned, but strong thunderstorms on the north side of Columbia from Jones Valley back into Santa Fe, Theta, Bethel, Kinderhook, and back over to Spring Hill. Any of these storm clusters could have the potential for pea to dime size hail, 30, 40 mile per hour winds, a whole lot of lightning and heavy rain. Don't see a tornado threat out there with the storms today. This tornado threat's never zero with any severe storm, but because of several limiting factors, tornado threat is as close to zero today as it can possibly be when you have severe thunderstorms on the board. So that's the situation with the current thunderstorms. We'll flip over to links 1 and look at the Arctic Air Skycam network. These are the storms in the southern part of Lawrence County, Tennessee. We're looking live here from Lawrenceburg back south and southwestward. You see a current temperature here on the water tank on the north side of town, 73 degrees. Dew point has mixed all the way out to 39. And on most severe weather days, that's not nearly high enough to have your classic severe weather. That's why there's not a tornado threat. The low-level air mass is too dry, but there's mid-level moisture to work with. And then so when you have dry air under that, you have evaporational cooling potential under the cloud base. That can help with damaging straight-line wind potential with high-base thunderstorms. But the high thunderstorm bases, that's one of the main reasons why you're not going to see a tornado threat today. In addition to, we just don't have the low-level wind shear necessary, the low-level spin that gets thunderstorms to rotating in the low levels to produce a tornado threat. We just don't have that today. This is mainly driven by really cold air in the mid and upper level parts of the atmosphere, and that's why the storms are mainly lightning and large hail, if anything else. We'll slide down to the shoals on the Arctic Air Skycam network. Check out Florence. This is courtesy of the University of North Alabama. Just as soon as my little clicker decides that it wants to go forward, there we go. And mostly cloudy here. We're looking back off at the thunderstorms to the southeast. 75 degrees at Top Rivers Hall with the dew point a little higher because the storms nearby earlier. 54 southwest wind currently 10 miles per hour. But even that means high base thunderstorms and dew points too low given the situation and given the temperatures across the area for a tornado threat. Not worried about tornadoes. It's mainly lightning, hail, and the potential for gusty winds with the storms here for the next few hours. Temperatures across the area where you haven't had widespread rain, you're between 75 and 80. Where you've started to see clouds build up from nearby showers and thunderstorms, you've gotten back to the lower 70s. A rain-cooled air up here just to the north of our viewing area has us in the 60s in places like Henderson and Parsons, and that will be spreading into more southern middle Tennessee over the next couple of hours. This is one of those situations where thunderstorms are hit and miss. Not everybody's going to have one, so I cannot pinpoint a time of arrival 3-4 hours in advance for your county or your town. It just doesn't work like this. This is like what you would see on a summer afternoon with those random pop-up thunderstorms. It's just we have a few more ingredients in place today to get them to produce large hail and gusty winds to prompt severe thunderstorm warnings. And you can see all of the area here under severe thunderstorm watches this afternoon. Again, our Tennessee counties, it goes until 9 o'clock. Our North Alabama, North Mississippi counties, it goes until 11. That's because the watch goes down so far deep into central Alabama. I can tell you all this will be wrapped up well before 11, probably before 9 o'clock as well. We'll lose the daytime heating and we'll lose a lot of the instability. Now, don't pay attention to the exact specific square inch that Futurecast has a thunderstorm here because it's not going to get that correct. But the general idea of scattered strong storms into the evening, fading away deeper into the overnight. We clear out clouds gradually with the dry low-level air in here. We get temperatures dropping into the low to mid 40s. And then some cloud cover swings back into the area with the upper level system. And we see some spotty showers tomorrow. And because of the really cold air aloft, it could be a situation where even showers tomorrow have isolated pea-sized hail, but that's not remotely close enough to cause damage, so I don't expect severe thunderstorm warnings tomorrow. You just may see some graupel or some pea-sized hail with a couple of the heavier showers or thunderstorm cores that develop in the afternoon tomorrow. Otherwise, daytime highs tomorrow into the lower 60s. That tapers away with the loss of daytime heating. We'll be back to mostly sunny, partly cloudy skies into Saturday. Still on the cool side in the 60s, but a southerly wind on Sunday gets us into the upper 60s and lower 70s, and we're well into the 70s as we head into the start of next week before another cool front eases in and drops temperatures a little bit toward Tuesday and Wednesday or so of next week. Here's that temperature trend the next 7 days. We're talking about low to mid 60s here for the next couple days through Saturday. More of a southerly wind beginning on Sunday, so we start to get 70s back. Upper 70s to near 80 on Monday. And then that cool front comes in Tuesday into Wednesday, highs back in the 60s. And then we're rebounding again already as we head toward Thursday of next week. So your forecast here for your Friday, partly sunny. We'll start in the 40s in the morning. Clouds develop as we get our daytime heating and into the low to mid 60s, and then spotty areas of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Not really expecting severe storms tomorrow, but one or two of those heavier shower cores could have pea-sized hail with it. We're back to sunshine for the weekend, lower 60s Saturday, lower 70s on Sunday with a southerly wind, near 80 for Monday, and then a chance of showers with that next cool front toward Tuesday of next week. That's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. Our regular schedule is that I'll be back with pre-recorded weathercast this evening on social media and the channel at 6 and 9 o'clock. And then with any further warnings this evening, I'll have live updates as necessary.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.